So this day, 28 years ago, I received my first communion. Father Charlie Monroe, the pastor now at Our Lady of Angels, he was the pastor at St. John's back then, and he's the priest in whom I received first communion by. And it's crazy to think, 28 years old. It makes me feel so old when I say that. 28 years ago, I received first communion. And today in the life of the church here at St. Bernard's, we were supposed to have our first communion for 20 of our youngsters there, our young kids. And so it's certainly a sad day that we were not able to have first communion, but our children know that I am praying for you, know that I love you. I look forward to the day in which we're able to come into and for you to be able to receive communion for the first time within our faith. I'm in my chapel right now in my house. We just finished the chapel up. This is the St. John Bosco Chapel. St. John Bosco was a great saint who worked greatly with the youth in bringing them and building a relationship with Jesus Christ, using methodology in which they would understand, which they know. He would always correct them in an inappropriate language that they would use at times there. I don't know if he'd be too happy with me because of my language. So this is the chapel we got going on. We have our Stations of the Cross up here. We have our tabernacle. The door is open because Jesus is not in it yet. Tomorrow I'll be celebrating Mass for the first time. And as I celebrate Mass, I'll be offering that Mass for all the youth of our parish, the youth of our neighborhood. We have the image of Our Lady of Providence over here. We have our chairs. My mother reupholstered these chairs here. The floor was put in by my brother's fiance. We have our stuff. We didn't have to buy anything for this except I bought the floor myself there to put that in. All the stuff was through the mergers we've had over the years. So it's a great place to simply come and pray, spend some solace with Jesus. So I'm happy I'm able to certainly do that. But again, we have an opportunity now in life just to continually enter into a solace period with Jesus, to enter into that period of silence rather with Jesus. And so I'm thankful in my home I have this room in which I can simply go into, simply pray with Jesus and be present to him as he's present in the Eucharist. And so within your homes, again, look to see the way in which Christ is inviting you to enter into a relationship with him. Perhaps it's just simply one chair in one room that's slightly quieter than the rest. Simply make that your God chair, make that your prayer chair in which you're able to enter into a relationship with Christ. We need to bring Christ continually into our homes at all moments. So let's do that. And again, children who are supposed to receive your first communion today, know that I pray for you, know that I love you. And tomorrow I'll be celebrating Mass for the first time in the St. John Bosco Chapel. St. Johnny out. God bless.